The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yo, yo, yo. We in the building. You know what it is. It's Friday night. Five Finger Fiasco. I'm your host, J Wall the Jerk, a.k.a. J Wall the Asshole. Got my guy in here riding with me tonight. You know what it is. Ty Leach in the building.
What up?
See, I got my guy in the background. Let's see. We'll pull him up real quick. My man, Pandemic Proof Lou.
Lucius.
What's going on, yo?
Hold on, man. Let me get my audio together here. Make sure we can hear you, bro.
So your intro song was like 10 seconds.
My options I wasn't ready for. Give us a minute, man. Give us a minute. I'm sorry. This is mad unprofessional. Sorry. We gonna figure it out. Where are we at?
Oh, don't put it in airplane mode.
No, I know what it is.
I know that one right here. Look at this live pod right here. Live podcast.
Your headphone.
That's what this is.
Different computer. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
You still can hear me? I don't know. It's gonna be a short one. It's gonna be a short one.
Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been Five Finger.
This is what it was. That's my Wi-Fi.
What is that? Big booty. What does it say on the screen?
Now is there something, Lou?
Yo.
All right, good. My bad. Been moving all the way to the studio, man. I'm under the gun with the bullshit. You hear us good?
I can hear y'all amazingly.
Ah, perfect. We in there then.
Amazing.
What's going on with you, man?
Chill, man. How y'all been, man? What's going on, Ty? I ain't seen you in a long time. I heard so much about you.
Oh man, you know the rumors are true and false all at the same time.
I ain't seen or heard from you in a little while.
I'll be
while
around.
you been gone.
I'll be around, man.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Good
Yeah,
seeing
man. What you got cooking up, man? You got any you doing anything Sunday? You gonna be on that the joke off Sunday? You doing that?
Yeah, I'll be on joke off. Yeah,
Are you gonna be on there?
Yeah.
Oh, word, man.
I didn't sign up for it enough, but I guess enough people backed out, so somehow my name ended up in the meal.
I'm actually going against you, J Wall.
What is it?
I'm going against you in the first round, J Wall.
Are you?
Oh, it's a competition like that. Like you going head to head with people?
No, you going set for set.
Oh, okay.
You know the wildest shit is I seen where he sent like the lineup, but the shit wouldn't download on my phone, so I was like, well, I just figured it out. But me and you, for real, first round.
Yeah, you going joke for joke. It ain't like
we ain't roasting. Good for you.
It's more of a competition.
Word. I got the invite, but I'm on the road this weekend.
You out there? You going out to Iowa?
Iowa.
You going to Iowa? What's
Yeah,
out
big
in Iowa?
pimping. Cedar Rapids.
What's out in Cedar Rapids?
Man, I guess comedy. The comedy's everywhere. I assume it'll be a lot of white folk.
Hey, I mean, judging off the demographic of Iowa. I mean,
yeah, the producer that makes all the music for our shit, he's in Iowa. And it fucked me up when he was like, I live in Iowa. I was like, word?
That motherfucker better be the next Dr. Dre.
I'm telling you, I was like, I didn't even it's one of them states like, there's a state, there's people there, but it's like you don't really believe it. You know what I mean? It's like Iowa. Who the fuck ever went there for something?
Nah, fuck that nigga. I watch National Geographic, so I know.
Did you learn anything about Iowa that I should know?
I don't know. Hey, Drugs Inc. is everywhere. Davenport, Mississippi. Like what?
You've been watching Drug Inc.
Yeah,
Drug Inc. just
Inc.,
shows me
bro.
that Mexicans are everywhere.
Yeah.
If not, their product is, that's for sure.
Man, don't trust duffel bags.
I tell you what's crazy. I had an aunt who was a road junkie. You know, she go to a town, really fuck it up with everybody in the town, then move on somewhere else before it caught up with her. You know what I mean? She ended up in Oklahoma, and she was telling me like the gangs there are tight, like deep, like LA status. I was like, in Oklahoma? I would have just naturally guessed that Oklahoma was like a gang syndicate, you know, like a centered gang situation.
That's how I felt when I moved from here to Texas. Like, I didn't know. I had no clue about no damn gangs in like 94.
Yeah.
I had no clue, bro. I moved there as a motherfucking 5th grader. And they were like, yeah, these different gangs. I'm like, what the fuck is a gang?
You had to learn what color
Bro,
shoes you can wear to school.
I didn't know. My dad didn't know shit.
That honestly sounds fucking horrible to me. Like, you live in a neighborhood and within a block, what you're wearing could mean if you make it home or not. That's wild. Like, what if I just like this shirt? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not an option. I just thought this shit was dope. Like,
you should have bought it in the right color,
yeah,
nigga.
you know what I mean? Like, they don't drop the blue one until 2 months from now, dog. Like, the red ones are dope. Like, what do you want me to do?
Nah, you should have waited, dog.
Couple years ago, I went out to Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Here in Louisville, ain't too much going on in the city. So I get out to Vegas, and there's one particular night we go out, and I'm wearing like a red Scottie Pippen jersey. I'm wearing red shoes. I got a red hat on. Forgetting I'm 4 hours from LA. So like,
yeah,
I have no clue. You know, it's 4 hours from Vegas to LA. So I'm walking, and somebody just starts talking to me, just like using like just nothing but C's when he's talking. I'm like, what the fuck?
He thought you were Gucci Mane, man. He just,
bro, I don't know.
He heard the lyrics and he said red Falcon.
He thought I was just like openly. He thought I was openly gangbanging. I'm like, bro, I am from Kentucky, homie. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, and I think it's worse being from Louisville because you got Louisville and Kentucky, the teams.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's really the closest to Crips and Blood we really have.
Yeah.
As far as blue and red.
But
rivalry.
wouldn't that be confusing for you if you were like just a young Crip gentleman, but you love the Birds?
Yeah, you gotta find all blue. I knew a dude from Louisville who claimed to be a Crip, and I have no evidence to say he was or was not.
Allegedly.
But he was a diehard Cardinal fan, and he actually had all Cardinal gear that was blue. I'll give it to him.
In blue.
He was repping his shit,
And
like his team.
He's a real gang member.
Yeah. I tell you what, I fucked up one time bad. I go to Park Duval or some shit like that to get like seen, you know, like medicine, and you know, I was sick and I ain't had no insurance. So I ended up with this motherfucker. So this dude was in all Kentucky during basketball season. I'm talking hat to shoes fitted. And I was like, yo, you see the game last night? We killed him. He's like, game? I was like, yeah, the basketball game, the Kentucky basketball
he
game.
Probably looking at you like, my life ain't no game, nigga.
No, he looked at, you know what he said? He said, I don't fuck with basketball. I get money. I'm from Kentucky Street. I was like, oh, word. Didn't realize that was a scenario.
What's up, Lucius? What's up, Jay Wall?
What's going on, Big Up Chris, my friend? Sorry, you came in on a gang-related conversation. I just figured we'd ride with it. Hey, what's up, man?
It's ain't nothing but Louisville shit, bro. It's that good shit. It didn't come across from the Guatemalans nutsacks.
Yeah, my guy here.
What?
Man, I got some bad weed down there the other night.
I laughed my ass up. So everybody's dry at a bar. A cat walks in, has what they want, services everybody, and he used to be the next day. He was like, "That was garbage."
Bro, I still got it here somewhere. Like I never even smoked it, bro. It's awful.
I like that dude's business technique. He probably had some good weed too. He just knew he could get that bad shit off on
Yeah,
y'all.
probably so.
It's a businessman.
That's what I figured too.
He caught me mad broke that day. He was like, "You good?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
I
ain't got no consignment, but I seen 3 people that I could probably smoke with, so I'll be all right for the night.
You ever had to make that decision to spend that money you shouldn't on some weed, and it just be the worst weed you ever had?
Oh, that's karma every time.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Because
you
if you were
spent
flush
that
with
money.
money, you just got some good weed and it'd been in it. But
Yeah.
your last dirty dollar that you probably should spend on something responsible,
Nah.
and you spend it on weed, that's karma giving you bad weed on purpose.
Nah, I ain't mad at him, bro. He's a comic. We
so.
all struggling. You gotta get in where you can get in. It was weeds, you know what I mean?
I just hate it because I still have to smoke it, but I just be so angry about it.
Bro, I ain't smoking that shit.
Oh, I smoked the whole bag, just pissed. Every blunt, just fuck this blunt. Trash.
Well, see, me, I came up in the days of
when we had that
Reggie.
shit. That's all we got.
I remember the first time I seen Good Tree.
I probably wouldn't even smoke if I was living in that.
You know what I mean? But I remember the first time I actually seen like quality.
I'd probably be a better person if I didn't. If I lived in that time period. Probably I'd have way more money.
Especially in Kentucky, man. Like we didn't get weed down here for shit.
Damn, man.
I remember years before I even seen like quality bud. But see, back then the blunt wasn't a Rillo. The blunt was a full white owl, that big around in a plastic tube. Yeah. So you feel that was the game with Reggie. It was you had to smoke fucking sticks just to do something with it.
Yeah,
do something with it. Yeah.
No, I'm not above the Reggie game. I remember
if
that was above it was out there.
Me and like,
I wouldn't even smoke.
And I was like, all right, and he pulled out a Rillo. I was like, that ain't a blunt, dog.
It goes back to all Reggie. I quit smoking weed, bro, and I love fucking weed. Now I'll quit before I smoke Reggie again.
Man, I come from an era where people are more likely to smoke spice than Reggie.
Yeah.
And that was awful.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. That's spice. So there's something wrong with it. I tried it once, bro, and I was like Michael J. Fox for like 2 hours, bro.
I watched the heroin
twitching and shaking.
Spice.
Die?
Oh man.
That ain't no good, bro.
I thought about that shit too. All the dope I ain't seen this motherfucker do. The spice is what really had him just like blue one day.
In the wild,
smoke a rock before you even seen the rock.
Ain't it? But it'd be wild when it's something crazy like you've been doing meth your whole life, and then like the cigarette takes you out.
Yeah.
It is wild.
It's fate. It's that final.
Yeah, that's the shit makes you think it's a Matrix right there.
No. What's wild is motherfucking doing heroin your whole life and COVID take your ass up.
Right.
Man.
That's wild. That's
like symptom got you.
Or cold. You gotta take it up by the cold, bro.
Or if you done had AIDS since the 80s, and COVID's what
COVID gets you.
Yeah.
AIDS be mad they can't claim it,
be some bullshit.
I tell you what really kind of fucked me up about all that when they locked us down. They're like, well, people are high risk. People could die. I was like, damn, who? And they're like, very old people.
The old people. We did carry the old people up.
Overweight people. I was like, well, hold on. Ain't that the people that are high risk for everything that kills you any goddamn way? Like, if it wasn't COVID, they high risk for the flu and all the other bullshit. They high risk for another bag of Skittles.
They just high risk.
Take you out.
You just high risk for life. High risk for walking out the door.
I tell you what killed me about this shit. How are we in a world where we know you could eat too many little Debbie's and get your goddamn foot chopped off, but now we worried about health all of a sudden to the point where we can't even go outside? I'm like, that's a little much in this day and age with a McDonald's on every goddamn corner.
So none of y'all was scared?
Yeah, of course. I thought the wolf was in it when it first started.
I was scared, but I wasn't scared of COVID.
The way they was acting about it at first, I was scared of it. I mean, I wasn't still take me out, but
until like people I knew started getting the shit, and I was like,
I worked for conservative white people that did not believe it existed.
They had him convinced,
and it was they had me convinced.
Yeah,
it
did mess up old people though. My mom works in an old folks home, man, and she about to have PTSD from losing so many like patients. But like it just ravaged them. I know, man, but it was worse than a flu to them. Like she had seen bad flus come through, and it it took out like 10 of them, bro. She'd never seen anything like it. It was crazy.
But did they have the comorbidity? Oh, wait.
Everything's a comorbidity. We all got a comorbidity.
I ain't even gonna ask that question because I know I don't want to take us down that road tonight. Because
when you have this band,
I can go straight Alex Jones on this bullshit. And I really don't want to.
No.
You'll have me canceled, Jay Wall. I ain't got my career started yet, man. Let's chill.
I'm going to do a show down in Sandy Hook, Kentucky, which I know is not
That's
Sandy
gonna be wild.
Hook, Alex Jones, but I got a joke loaded just for that bullshit.
Tread lightly.
It's called Sandy Hook. Look at it.
Hey, good luck. Good luck, my brother.
Sandy Hook, Kentucky. If there's anybody that's a pure accumulation of motherfuckers that listen to Alex Jones, it's in a town like that. I guarantee it.
Damn.
I guarantee it.
You're right.
Now, running that joke at motherfucking Kaiju is probably not where I want to run it.
You could try it,
bro. I did my getting my first blow from a girl with Down syndrome at Kaiju, bro. They looked at me like deer in headlights. I can see that.
What did you say, bro?
I did get my first blowy from a girl with Down syndrome.
Oh, okay. Hey,
I was 11 years old, man.
I thought you said that you got your first blow, and I'm like, why is this chick at Kaiju with Down syndrome got coke on her? But no, I feel what you. Was it good?
Blowy. It was slobbery.
I love the way you said that though. Like that's something that every man wants to achieve. He said, "I got my first blowjob from a chick with Down syndrome." Like your first, like you be a lot of people's only at all. Like when, like you said, your first, like it's a thing that you would do multiple times.
Well, I mean,
that
it was slobbery. You know what I mean?
That was weird and random, bro.
All right. Damn. You just I love how you just like sprung it on us like that was a normal
it was in relation to you saying what you've done at Kaiju. I've done that joke about that situation at Kaiju.
Oh, I thought you said a chicken Kaiju is where it happened at.
No, it didn't happen at Kaiju. I was 11 years old, bro.
Oh, okay.
I was 11 and she was like 17. I got tricked into it, man.
Hold on.
My cousin was like, he told me he had this cute chick a couple of streets over that he wanted to make out with, but he needed somebody to distract her sister, man. And I walked in and it was her, and we got to playing Truth or Dare. And, you know, it got dirtier and dirtier as it always does. And they dared this little bitch to unzip my pants with her teeth.
This mother just want to tell that story. He's talking about they tricked me.
No, it's a true story.
Aware of what the fuck was happening.
It's a true story.
So it was a dare.
Yeah, it's a game of Truth or Dare.
But
I wasn't wearing no draws.
It was a dare?
No.
That's what I'm asking. Is that I would have had to have been maybe double or triple dogged.
You know,
to get there, but there was just a single dare.
I would have had to get paid.
I mean, you know,
I'm not even getting paid for that.
I mean,
you want to take money for that?
No,
no, bro. Man. That ain't even.
You said you were 11. I was
probably 11.
Too much at 11 for that type of activity.
I was probably 11.
And plus,
my cousin was like 15.
And plus, as strong as their necks are, dog, you took a risk. She claimed
I took a risk.
Have no dick.
And he said it, and I think it's because we in the same room.
Like a pit bull.
You thought it though, didn't you?
I wasn't gonna say it though.
That clamp down is worse than a pit bull, bro.
Just shake on it.
I still ain't said nothing.
You took a risk. You took a wild risk with that.
Hey man, I was young and dumb. I didn't know no better.
Word.
I got no better. Don't tell that joke no more.
It's a rough one, bro. It's a rough one. I think if I tell it,
it's not even a joke. Just don't tell it. Just keep that as your secret.
I think you can't do it.
See,
you know, like
you can do it.
That's one of them skeletons you put in the deepest corner of that closet.
You think this brings up a good point.
I'm upset. I know right now. I'm looking at you different, Chris.
I'll work it out.
Lucius or Jay Wall, do either of y'all have like a joke you can think of where you just knew that maybe you were taking a skeleton on stage that you should have just left in the closet?
Yeah.
I've done it a couple of times.
I tell you what though, to the point of I ain't even gonna repeat it in life again.
I lay my soul bare on stage. I don't care, dude. I'm not embarrassed about anything.
Oh, I
try
do
to
too on
be.
stage, but then there's been
Yeah.
plenty of times I come off stage like probably a wrong move there.
But you are
Probably
right,
not.
though, Lucius. It is a hard joke. I have got laughs with it, and I have got like dead stuff. I've had conversations after shows about
This
it.
is
It's
what
like,
this is what I love about you. You're saying that's a hard joke. That's a hard reality that you live there, bro. That's a hard, truthful story that you own.
bro. I mean, it's the truth. You
No,
gotta
I
live
ain't
it, dude.
mad at you telling us, but it's
I'm
just
pretty sure if people are watching, they probably be like, I could totally see that happening.
I
Word.
mean, you know.
This episode has been brought to you by BetterHelp.
Yeah. Please give me an ad read.
Oh shit!
That's
How you boys doing tonight, though?
so far.
I
So
was doing good till the Down syndrome shit. I didn't know that kind of killed. That was like a black cloud that came over the
I mean,
podcast. Like nobody
And I love
watching
how I
us
was
after
like,
20
I
minutes.
don't want to go down this pandemic road. Who gives a fuck? And then immediately it's followed up by this bitch with Down syndrome sucked my dick. Like, wow. I think I might need to talk about conspiricies.
And
I was
then
gonna say
said,
it all.
and then said, no, she tricked me into it, but provided her step by step of what was happening. And it didn't sound like he got tricked into it. It sounded like he was wanting it to happen.
It was a situation.
He dared her.
It was a dare. You know what I
Really?
mean?
Just
They
there.
dared her. They dared her to unzip my pants. My thing plopped out. She grabbed
Truth
onto
or
it.
dare.
You know what I
You
mean?
think
Like
it was
sinful
weird? You think
game.
it weird that a 17-year-old playing
It's
truth
a
or dare?
perv game.
It's a sinful game. Don't play truth or dare.
Truth
I
or
was.
dare
I didn't know no
is
better
your
at the
step
time,
into
Lucius. I was
perversion.
11 years old, man. I was in what is that?
I knew
was
at
like sixth
11
grade,
that it
bro.
was
Like,
sin.
bro, she's 17 and playing truth or dare?
Yeah, I was like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
she got
Sixth grade,
Down
dude.
syndrome, so it's like dog years but reversed. So if she's 17, she's probably more like 4. And he's a wild boy for that.
That's fucked up.
You see,
You're the one who did the shit.
it breaks my heart that we have 2 viewers now. And,
We got him as soon as this
but-
conversation kicked.
but I feel like they didn't hear all of it. So we have the opportunity right now to pivot so hard.
Yes.
Pivot off of it.
I'm glad you said pivot. I thought you were going to say run it back. Like, please, no. Please.
Yeah, run that shit back. Let's do the whole 30
I'm
minutes.
telling you, I'm still working on that one. I'm still working on that story. That story will be back on stage.
I'm telling you that story.
I'll never be able to work it. You don't think I'll never be able to make it work,
No.
Lucius?
No.
Can I
guarantee
still
you this,
try,
if
though?
Lucius is in the crowd.
I
it'll
know,
never
man.
work
Lucius is
for
a good
him.
comic. I value his opinion.
Yeah, you should never tell it to.
Jesus Christ.
I ain't give a fuck if it's an actual event. Just be like, nah, bro.
It's
Well, I tell
actually
you what,
worked really
though,
well a couple of times, though.
I have noticed that we're all smoking.
Yeah.
Everybody got the peace pipes out in some
Hey, you
some
know
form
what
of
it is.
fashion.
CBD.
And I was stuck out in front of not stuck. I was standing out in front of Kaiju the other day
Right.
with Ty Leach, and we got on a hell of a fucking just like a music conversation.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And to me, I don't know about all you other stoners, but to me, they ain't nothing like smoking and vibing out on some music and shit. And since YouTube would love to hit me with copyright charges, I'm gonna take us down a musical path, man. I'm gonna start off with how we were talking, see where we're going. Like, what's your genre? What's your genre, and what's your era in that genre that's like that's got to be your go-to? Like when you fucking around, you want to like vibe out, you want to hear some hard ass shit, or not even like shit that just resonates with your soul so much. Like, where do you go with it? And I'm gonna kick it. I'll kick it to Ty right now, left, and then we'll just run the gambit, man.
Roll around, yeah.
So what do you think, man? Where you at with like when you're like, fuck it, I just want to listen to music, dog. I'm cleaning the house, I'm smoking, I'm riding,
man.
Where do you go?
That's tough. That's tough. I listen to all
Different
types
days,
of shit.
different things?
Different shit.
Well, run us through some.
Oh no, you know I like that, just that early '90s hip hop shit. I like that
Right.
West Coast corrupt type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That Brother Lynch.
Brother Lynch, huh?
Yeah, I like that type of shit.
He's a wild boy.
Or some Memphis, like Project Pat,
Dude,
Gangsta Pat.
I love, and I got a lot of homies that are big into the boom bap, the 90s, the heavy lyricist.
Oh,
And
yeah.
That's my shit. I love it to death. But they shit on Memphis in a very disrespectful way. Like they do not give 3 6 Mafia no kudos for making any good music. And I'm like, I think you're fucking bugging.
I think
They are.
I think it's like a regional thing though. Like I'm right in between, so it
But
like
these are
makes
dudes
sense to
that
like.
live in Kentucky.
Yeah, well,
I'm not talking about dudes from New York, Brooklyn, or something.
I noticed if you live in the South, you got a whole different perspective on what music is.
yeah.
The boom bap shit was too smart, but like Memphis, Texas, Georgia, like we heard that on our radio stations. The farther north you went, you heard like their music. So that's when like music was regional at the time. So wherever you grew up at, that's what you getting.
Right.
The number one song, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to go to Louisiana like on my summer vacation, and like we like the music they play on their local radio station. I had never heard in my fucking life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like the number one song, but it's only popular in Louisiana.
Yeah, I watched the documentary. The shit that's on. You see the shit that's on Netflix, Hip Hop Evolution. I think it's called.
Yeah, I've seen that.
When they got to the Memphis one, that's what everybody meant. They were like, we didn't listen to other rappers from anywhere. We listened to whatever the mixtape was from the local artists they dropped that week or what they were playing in the club. That was it. They were like, we didn't even.
And you can hear it when you listen to it. You can hear that that's all they listened to.
Yeah,
was the same.
You know
type
that
of
whole
shit.
Memphis sound started off of one beat from one song.
Yeah, I've seen that documentary. That was cool.
The dance they do now, what do they call it? The Memphis
Gangsta
dance.
Walk.
You seen that shit? Gangsta
Memphis Walk or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
but that whole dance, that whole sound came from one track. And to this day, they've just fucking mixed and molded and took this and took that. And that became the entire Memphis sound off of one.
It became trap, bro. They created trap out of that, basically.
Yeah, man.
That's what your modern day trap is.
Well, that's what I would tell all my heavy lyrical homies. I was like, dude, lyrically, 3 6 Mafia, them, yeah, they're not chopping it up like Big L.
Yeah, but there's something in it though. Like if you really listen to like Pimp C, like that shit is lyrical.
Oh, well, to me,
I mean,
Pimp
it's
C's
it's
totally
it's not, but it is.
He talking like a pimp.
Yeah,
but my thing is,
like he's saying wild shit. He's talking like motherfuckers in the hood would talk in the club somewhere.
Yeah, but it's eloquent. But it's not just.
But my thing with 3 6 Mafia, if you really listen to like the trap shit that kind of took over the past, I would say 10 years. Listen to how many fucking 3 6 Mafia samples you hear in that shit, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So what I would tell them, I was like, all right, if you don't respect them lyrically, I was like, you got to respect DJ Paul's production. You got to.
He's a bad man.
Motherfucker had slappers.
Yeah, he's a bad man. He still does. He still does come out with slappers.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, fucking some of those beats are just
Juicy J. What are you talking?
Juicy J
is like a executive at Def Jam or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. He's a top somewhere. Yeah,
up there.
Like Juicy J, and he still makes beats. As soon as you hear that Mafia.
Oh, dude, he pretty much helped
Play me some
push
pimpin', man.
Wiz Khalifa to the stratosphere when he came over there.
Pimpin', man.
I think
he definitely did that. That was a cool move too.
I think the best producer
was already established to be like, I'll be Taylor Gang for a minute, help these young fellas.
And what about Wiz Khalifa with the wherewithal to do it?
Wiz was dope. Like Wiz was dope before that though.
Yeah.
I think the best producer in the game.
So that's what I listen to though. Like my go-to above all else, it's not Wiz Khalifa, but he got me there. But Currency. I listen to
Currency's good. He's heady.
Every year Spotify's like, why you listen to so much Currency?
He's heady.
That's all I'm gonna listen to.
I remember when he was on No Limit.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
504
he was
Boys.
on there back with Soulja Slim and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, that Mac Shell Shock
DG
was a trunk fucking bumper, dude.
Remember how dope that shit was? The No Limit days when they were dropping a new album like every fucking week, and like they had the dopest CD cases ever.
No, yeah,
it was dope. It was dope if you were there, but a lot of that music was not that good.
It don't hold up.
Pretty good.
Some of it do, but I just like how
a lot of it, like bro,
a lot of it don't.
Cash Money holds up way better than.
I like Cash Money better than No Limit too.
I mean, No Limit's got like the first Mystical album, ridiculous. The first C Murder album, ridiculous. Ice Cream Man, Master P is probably his best album, I think, fucking ever. Everything after that, I thought it got progressively worse. Mr. Magic shit was dope, and but
they had like 72 people though.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, I think their shit didn't hit everyone because they were dropping so fucking many. To me, it was kind of the same concept of the music nowadays. There's so much shit dropping that you get a whole lot of bullshit, and people would be like, music nowadays sucks. Like, nah, motherfuckers are making hits right now, badass songs, but there's so much of it, the dope shit gets lost. It's like, to me, like the No Limit shit, they had classic albums, but they dropped so many at such a high volume that they dropped a lot of bullshit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
honestly,
I think they had too many
copies of like pop songs and shit.
And any Silk and Shocker album was a loss.
Like, just think about the song. Just think about Ghetto Symphony, that Snoop song.
Yes,
it had everybody on it. This is a song is dope, but there's a point in the song where you're like, God damn, there's a lot of people on this song.
Silk and Shocker ruined that fucking song. It was bopping up until he got on there. But honestly, I would have kept Fiend and Mystical on there with Snoop and left that motherfucking track alone.
Yeah.
Them Big Timers albums
and See Murder, Bossellini.
Yeah.
Them Big Timers albums, Lucius, were heaters.
Yeah.
Both those first two Big Timers albums.
The intros was always funny to me.
Hey, anything Juvenile put out was gold to me.
G-Code came out too quick.
Yeah.
G-Code came out too quick. But, I think 400. 400
BG. That was a guy.
400 Degrees.
BG was to me my favorite Cash Money rapper.
He was my favorite one too. I like
them coming up.
Man. No, man. I know when I need a hot girl come on, that beat break down at the end.
That's Wayne was too. Wayne killed it. Wayne was was when he was in his prime. Everybody loves him when he blew up, but I loved him when he was
when he was the kid, he was first on Hot Boys.
And
he could cuss.
I'm hot at that. Handle and shit like that. And I was like,
tattoos. He could cuss.
And if you think about it, he was a badass back then because back then in his age bracket of kids that were doing it was him, Little Romeo, and Bow Wow. And then you got Lil Wayne, who was like on fucking some of the hardest shit you've ever heard.
Bro, he was talking about block stuff too. He wasn't talking about.
He wasn't cute at the time.
He
wasn't cute at the time. They were rapping about kid shit. Wayne would have been on there like flip a brick.
Honestly,
open now.
Honestly, Little Bow Wow and Little Romeo fucked up not doing a feature with Lil Wayne back then.
I wish Bow Wow would have been 13 rapping about getting some. Shit, it'd have been hard.
I remember when Little Bow Wow came out, I was like, oh, it's like.
I used to hate on Little Bow Wow because he was younger than me and made more money than me. That was my only beef with the dude. I never listened to his music or nothing, but it was like my beef.
When it came out, that's when I was in the skating rink heavy. You know, that was the thing to do Friday, Saturday nights in Lexington, Kentucky, was go to the skating rink. And that's when he was like hitting hot fire, and goddamn, dude, like every 5 to 10 minutes, there's a Bow Wow track. It's like, oh, kill me now.
I remember just one era of going to the skating rink where you knew shit was about to go down when that little flip went on.
Game over?
Yeah.
That's my thing, though. By the time that I was out of the skating rink, that's when I found out about Little Flip when I wasn't in the rink like that.
Yeah.
See, but I'm a little bit older than you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you how old I am. Until the club up came on, we got the fuck out of there.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude! If you're in the bar with the club up comes on, it's a bad situation probably.
I did a show at 21st in Germantown. I think it was last Friday or Saturday, but they brought me up to Boosie. Set it off.
Oh shit!
First of all, if you've ever hung out with me, you know. I mean, I fuck with Boosie, but that's not like the theme song. Nobody would be like, "That's Ty's song."
Yeah. I feel like
that shit. I felt so hard, and it was a black crowd too. I just let it ride for a minute. I was like, they're not gonna like my jokes, so I'm gonna let this Boosie go for a minute.
I think the DJ the first time I ever went up at Louisville Comedy Club.
They like the jokes though, by the way.
Okay.
This dude went up and he played a House of Pain, and I was like, damn, that's how he felt about you, dog. You're walking on stage, you could play any song on that laptop, and you got House of Fucking Pain. That's rough. I was mad about it. I was like, man, I know he's gonna bring me up on some bullshit. He brought me up on that motherfucking Lil Wayne and Millie. I was like, respect. I appreciate that, dog, because I thought for sure you gonna be like
you talking
Smash
about
Mouth.
You talking about Aaron?
I don't know the dude's
The
name.
bald dude?
Black dude.
Oh no, Aaron, he gets real funny with that music.
Aaron's the dude who kind of like works there, right? Or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah. I tell you what I found out about that motherfucker though. I don't know nothing about him at the comedy club, nothing about his comedy for real, but man, I went to a karaoke after Kaiju and he was up there, and that motherfucker can sing.
That he can.
Real.
That
I'm
he
talking
can.
about, I'm talking about with an A, sing.
Oh,
that motherfucker can sing.
I watched him doing
I give it to him, dog. I seen it in action. I was like, that motherfucker, if his comedy shit don't work out, you probably still all right.
He did some Boys to Men one night. We was at a Kiko's.
That's where we was at. Yep.
Damn.
I'm telling that motherfucker.
How you do all the parts?
Yeah.
How you a quartet?
I'll give him that. I'll give him that props. And like I said, I ain't shitting on him comedy wise. I just don't know much about it. But I tell you what, that
we
motherfucker.
find out Aaron's a soprano one.
Oh, bro was doing. I was like, how you doing both, dog?
That's my guy right there. Somebody gotta say this shit. Or Dudner, what's up, my man? I'll give you the link if you want it. Hit me and tell me. Either way.
How'd your set go there the other night, Jay? Well, I never did get to ask you that at Louisville Comedy Club. I know how it went at the other places.
Well,
badass.
This is the way I always judge it, man. Before me, it didn't seem like there was a lot of hot bubble. There was pockets here and there, but
right.
I think you got them for the first half of your set. You had them for sure.
Yeah, I had them deep.
But I felt
he
like
told the Down syndrome joke, and then
I ain't told that at all. I did good at Louisville Comedy Club. I ate at Louisville Comedy Club.
He told the Down syndrome joke, and that shit went soft.
No, I told my uncle Jimbo. Joke.
But as far as I could tell, when I went up there, I was stacking laughs like pennies. So I feel like it was good. Right. It didn't seem like there's a lot of space where they weren't laughing. That's how I judge it.
That's good.
I can.
I always feel like I failed because I had like a big laugh
for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
you can just tell when you break a little levity in the room. You know what I mean? But I always try to riff.
Yeah,
that always.
I do a little bit.
It helps me and hurts me. I found out it helps me when it gets real awkward before you go up because somebody done did some dumb shit, and you can just like break the levity with the crowd. Like,
yeah,
what was that there? You know what I mean? But every now and then you catch a riff and it don't go good. I tried to catch a riff on Randy's Sunday mic a couple weeks ago, and it went as horrible as you could ask for.
It's a gamble.
You know, I don't care. I'd rather bomb than be considered a hack. That's the way I look at it.
I mean,
you had me in tears at High Horse, bro. Like, that's the funniest shit I'd heard all week, bro. You had me in tears. I think John left because of you.
I could tell when he talked to me after the set that he might have fell away.
I laughed about it halfway home, bro.
You made somebody leave?
I don't think I ain't gonna take no credit.
Man,
like
I make people leave when I go to the comedy.
Well, my thing is, I ain't even
that's just because people get uncomfortable around me.
No, I don't think I made he was there.
You didn't say anything about him.
But my thing is, I don't think I made him leave because afterwards I talked to him at the bar. But I could tell by when he was talking to me that he was like, if anything, he might not have felt away, man. I can't put that on it. But what I can say is maybe he wasn't ready for it. I can say that. I might have caught him off guard, you know. And for that, I will take responsibility if it's whatever, man. I ain't here for no bullshit with nobody, man. If I did something, I just apologize, keep it moving, man. Whatever.
Hey, J-Wall.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on this pod for 39 minutes.
Yep.
You got Ty Leach in the building.
Yep.
How come Ty hasn't told his side of the story?
What story?
For clarity.
What story are we talking about? I don't even know what story we're talking about. Is there a story? What'd you do? You fucking some Down syndrome bitches?
Or what
Allegedly.
didn't he do? or what bothered him, or what didn't bother him, and what really happened.
All right, well,
Ty,
you know what he's
some
talking
people,
about?
I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about.
Because Ty
Please,
said,
if you would
when he goes
enlighten
to the comedy club sometimes, some people leave. And that's not cool.
It's not cool. But it's true. Sometimes I go places like High Horse or Planet of the Tapes and people avoid me, avoid eye contact.
Comedians.
Yeah.
Why would they do such a thing?
There may or may not have been an incident at a beloved establishment.
How many more beers I have to give you for the free over here? Go on and let us know what the fuck you talking about.
No, there was this. So you know about Comedy Attack at Kaiju.
Yeah,
The show
Late Sunday nights.
every Sunday night.
I've
No.
heard about it.
It's like
It's like once in a
like
while.
every
Yeah.
other or something like that.
Casper hosted, I think.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I just did that. I guess last time it happened or something.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's like one of the first mics I ever did when I got into comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be Jake Reber used to run it when I first got into it. But I hadn't been in a minute, and I didn't know who ran it or anything like that. But the night I went up there, they were doing a fake Kill Tony type setup. So they had like 4 comics on the stage sitting on a panel. You do some jokes, and then they wanted to do a little interview afterward.
Yeah. I love Kill Tony. See, I know.
Yeah. But like I love Kill Tony, and it's like it's one thing to have Tony Hinchcliffe, and I don't know anybody from
Anybody that's a who's
I mean
who
anybody
that's gonna be on that panel.
from Sarah Silverman to Dave
The elite of
Chappelle,
comedy.
Jeff Ross,
The elite of
Ron
comedy.
White
That's
shows
who
up
you're
there.
getting on there,
We talk
yeah.
about elite comedians.
Yeah, the who's of
Yeah,
comedy.
and then we're just talking about like Louisville comics.
Some motherfuckers, that you could probably bust their head when it comes to a stand-up off, not a physical. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but
I
that's-
grab a mic, you grab a mic. You're probably gonna wreck them a bit.
I guess, but that's kind of what got me in trouble with it.
That's what I'm asking. That was your mind state. Like, who are you to tell me? When I
Yeah,
know I
because
can
like I'm
give you this business.
like there's some people in this local scene that like something about them makes my humility just leave
I can tell right now, Lucius, you are a shit starter.
because I
Go
just
ahead.
don't like them.
No, I'm not. Really, I'm not. This is what I'm doing, man. This is what I'm doing. For one, it gets your viewership up so people can come back and be like, yo, you heard what Ty said on the 5 Finger Fiasco. Another reason is I've heard so many different versions of this story.
Oh yeah,
except
I have
Ty's
too.
story.
The horse's mouth is always the best.
I have too.
It's the best place to get
I
it.
really don't. If,
Yeah,
if somebody
and
tells
nobody-
me
and I'm-
43rd or 4th party, I'm like, I don't even.
And I feel like nobody's asked Ty. And instead of not asking them, they just avoided it and took somebody's side on it. So I rather Ty what the fuck happened. Because I haven't ran into Ty to ask him what the fuck happened.
You know what? I'm glad you did that too, because I would have said something about it. I
Which-
didn't even know
which-
this was a
'Cause
scenario.
Which, by the
this
way-
is more
Before I
for,
hit the scene,
this
this
is
is
more
more
for-
gathering.
By the way, I feel like it makes me look a little suspicious that people stop seeing me, but I still be out and about.
That's why when I
just
see you and I'm always asking if you're going up a spot, you like, nah.
Well, I got more like choosy about where I would go and then where I would go up, because the way I see it, I don't want people leaving and uncomfortable to do what they do, because I'm not about that. Like I think they took me the wrong way and they just ran with it.
Yeah.
But you really talking about comedians.
I think I've had a
They
similar
see
situation
you-
happen recently, man.
So
They would leave a place that they gonna do their thing at.
yeah. But I don't know.
That's a good man.
When it
That's a good
first
man,
started,
J-Ball.
it
You seen
felt-
what I did.
But when it first started, it kind of felt like an act, like they wanted to keep this persona of me being violent. So let's go back to the Kill Tony night. So
I heard you. Yes.
so it was various comics on the stage, and I was under the impression, I'm not going to use no names, I'll let y'all piece it together based off of what y'all hear. We got chop this up about this off the camera, but
Lucius
seems to actually know. Have heard some stories, so you'll be able to know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, we ain't even gotta do that.
I was under the impression that somebody else was in charge of that mic, and from what I had noticed when I came back to doing comedy in this past year was that this one person had like this flock of young dumb alt comics just ready to follow behind, and
oh, they're a squad, is what you're saying.
That's just how I felt. And
no,
and they had this night. Well, basically, comics started going up, participating. I guess at some point, comics just decided we're gonna play along. You know, we're gonna go up, get some time in, play along with them. But you got to be funny to do, you know, commentary and shit like that. And it got to the point where they weren't funny, and like they had comics like leaving halfway through sets, comics like in the interview, like you could just see on somebody's face that they were just like I'm probably never gonna leave the house to do this shit again. I don't know. I got real comedy nerd about it, and just
as you should have.
So when my time came around to go up, I decided to to have a roast session.
Shit on them.
Yeah, man. I abandoned all my material, and my roasts were not.
I love hearing this, bro, because this sounds like some shit I would do.
My roasts were not friendly. They were very condescending, very, very boastful of my own comedy and downing of others.
You just walked about.
I don't blame you.
I went up there on full. Just y'all remember when Dave Chappelle was just the chief player hater, the lead player. And I went up there just full player hater, and they didn't like it. But I'm like, I get real committed to bits. So when I went into just this full on hater mode and just wanted to,
that's where I'm at with it.
To hate on them, I just wanted to keep going. So they started interrupting me, and they didn't want to hear it anymore. And they were like, "Oh, you know, you could have just left if you didn't want to be a part of this." And I was just like, I think that might be your boy.
Yeah, well, I put his name on there. I didn't know his name for a minute.
He ain't nowhere near here. I'm sorry, we have an Evan Lewis situation going on. But
I might gotta hit up
but anyway,
a venue.
I kept I was just trying to you know, get my little roast jokes off, and they kept interrupting, which awakened my temper a little bit.
Yeah, text when you get here.
I haven't heard anything that sounds like you're in the wrong. I don't know the whole situation, but from your side of the story.
No, I'm not. So just for the sake of I'm not gonna go into details like that, but
I think
I'm not.
Can you tell us some of the jokes without saying who it was, or is it just fuck up the whole joke?
Oh,
I just want to hear some snappers you got off. What did you say?
I just came out hot because like one of the last people that went up, he told a joke about his mom leaving him in the car or something when he was a baby. So the first thing I said when I went up there, I was like, I'm looking at 4 motherfuckers that I wish would have been left in the car. Boom. And I just went from there. But
I like it.
But I don't know. At some point it got too real for me.
Was this before you won the Louisville's Best Comedian competition?
No, this was after.
Of course it was.
Damn. I about to say if it was before, then that's when
No, so I think the issue at Kaiju isn't why people don't talk to me or why they walk away from me. The issue is afterward, and when people started approaching me on Messenger, and people were coming to me on Messenger so sideways that I was just talking cash shit to people.
How long ago did this happen?
It's like
damn, Jay Wall.
Shit, it was like October or something. But I just started talking cash shit to people in the messages, and then people were just like, "Well, you know, we're upper echelon comedies around here. You know, you'll never get on the stage around here." And it actually like turned out to be kind of true because I really couldn't. I really couldn't get a show. I had bookings like every time Planet of the Tapes tried to book me. I'd end up getting an email saying, "Oh yeah, never mind about that." And then some other places, just some random people in the scene that were trying to book shows, but have to go through the powers that be to confirm who's allowed to be where. But just to clear everything up, I'm allowed everywhere, and the owners know that, and they fuck with your boy.
Who are the powers that be?
Just people, J-Wall.
I know who. I'm not saying I know who he's talking about, but who he's talking about. It's the same thing. I've run into a couple times.
Gatekeepers, but it ain't even like that. It's only if you think about it like that. But
fake gatekeepers.
I don't think there's no gatekeepers.
No,
like,
I don't think so.
Relationship with the place, and if you get there once and that person's not booking that show, like you just take because it's something like that.
But it's come back around where I've been able to do Planet of the Tape since then. But it was a headache to get there, like where I got to talk. But
is that the only spot though?
No, I mean, but the thing about it was like random, like not to diminish it, but it was like dive places. I'm not above that at all. I'm just saying I'm not about to. I felt like people were coming at me like you need to bow to us so that you can get on our dive bar show, and I'm like. I'm not bowing to nobody because you suck. I don't know. He wants to hear the whole story with all the names.
Nah, y'all straight. It's just
it's because I don't have nothing against these people that may avoid me or not want to make eye contact. I have no issue with you. What I said to you in the messages, I did mean that, and I felt that. I want you to know that was from the bottom of my heart. But we can agree to disagree. Like we gonna maneuver around the scene. Like the thing that I think they don't get is that I don't come from the same place that they come from. So I handle disrespect a little differently, and I handle just. It is what it is. I'm not. It did get weird though. It got real weird.
So right now, if you walk up, sign up for a mic, you can get on wherever you want.
It depends whose mic it is. It depends who's hosting the show.
I feel that. I can see that being a situation.
I don't that suck though? Over time.
Don't that suck though when you just want?
Hey, all I'm gonna say is I take full responsibility for letting my temper get the best of me, but I will not. I don't like the way that the story gets told because it's deeply embellished, and I just.
Did you?
Can I say something to you?
I'm a grown man.
Well, wait, you don't like how the story been spun.
Yeah.
So did you just here set it straight? Do you feel like in your heart of hearts? Did you? Now they know the real.
It was good with me. I mean, I'm glad that Lucius brought it up because I really haven't like spoke about it on a public forum. I'm just like, I just figured people would either chill on it or the people that heard about it. You either if you knew Ty, you'd be like, I still fuck with him, or you'd be like, nah, it can't be true, or I just want to hear his side. But y'all just ain't had the opportunity to run into me because I've been so selective about where I be at.
See, I fuck with everybody, man.
Yeah,
that's exactly how I look at it, man.
I fuck with everybody. So, like I said, I heard the stories going to different spots, and I'm like, yo, where's Ty? So I can ask Ty.
Yeah,
what happened? Because I see like, yo, if y'all can squash it, then go work together. You ain't gotta be best friends. Business is business.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at with it. But I don't think that it was something that could have been squashed. Like I felt like I opened the floodgates to just some weird, deeper level of hatred that really doesn't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
but it's also not that big of a deal.
Right?
Like I'm still doing me, and they still doing them.
It's not, but at the same time, I feel like we all in the same community, basically. Like, air the shit out. Like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Here's my
gotta see
issue
each
with
other.
this.
Because people can paint you, especially if you got like new comics that ain't been in comedy.
Yeah.
They just got in comedy in December.
But there was some veteran types that came at me weird about it. And
But what type of veteran?
again, I'm not going
Just because
to.
you've been doing this shit for a minute,
You're right.
don't mean that. I mean,
And you're right.
I ain't got no
But-
disrespect for nobody. But my thing is,
But
there's
one
people that've been doing it for a minute who's got a name and is worthwhile and can teach you some game and somebody you should learn from, whether you like them or not. And there's some
that ain't worth the
and then
shit.
there's some motherfuckers that just been doing it for a while.
there was one person specifically that's just been doing it for a while. I don't know what their credentials are or anything like that. But the way that they approached me in the messages was like, it was not only like in
the messages. That's how you know they're a whole bitch.
Yeah.
Address me in the.
I won't say that though, because this person asked for my number and did request a face-to-face conversation about it. So I won't say that. I just didn't want to do it because I'm
talking shit about me.
Because I was still high.
Media text message shit alone, motherfucker. You got a problem with me when I see you. That's when you address it. If you don't, then as far as I know, you a whole bitch out here.
I've only seen this dude out
comedy scene, the gas station, going to Kroger's. Everybody lives in the same marriage. If you disrespectful motherfucker, then you gotta be disrespectful in my face. Fuck.
I've only seen this.
It's just not worth that to me. So I mean,
it ain't worth it to nobody.
But this
that's
message,
the only way it's gonna get down.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have to tell me here or shut the fuck up.
But
ain't
this
nobody
message,
trying to be a
like,
tough guy, but at the same time, you can't sit back and tell one side of the story and not allow another person to tell their side.
Tell the other side.
Right.
Well, my thing is,
that's
ain't even a tough guy. You
and
talking
that's
shit,
it.
you got to tell me for real or not. I ain't got to smack you or nothing. I'm just saying, if you don't tell me man to man respectfully, and you know we in the same scene, we got the same, we pursuing the same path, and you can't give me that respect as a man, I don't care what you say on a text message.
But that's nobody's fault because I'm the one who went radio silent. Like everybody else was still communicating, still going out to the mics, still politicking, doing the comedy thing, and I just kind of fell back off of it. So the narrative built itself however it wanted because I wasn't saying nothing otherwise, and I wasn't out nowhere. So
I feel like y'all fucking the scene up, man.
I don't even see it that way. I think you just that for me, it just felt like a learning experience. Like I learned who not to be around,
but
and I learned.
What you're saying? Do you hear what you're saying? Do you hear what he's saying? Comedians going through all this shit,
but it'll be anything
over a comedian.
But it'll be anything you do, dog.
J-Wall, newsflash. Comedians do this shit all the time, bro.
Yeah, comedians are divas. I'm
not saying they don't, but my thing is, this is like I ain't here to change the way people live it and think it. But the way I view it is just the only way I can pursue it, baby. What I'm saying is, I'm a comedian. I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire. I'm gonna put you on the cross over jokes, and we tell jokes. And you want me to take you serious?
It wasn't about the jokes.
Were you telling jokes?
So I did piss them off.
No, he was telling jokes, but he felt like he was being disrespected in midst of his.
How he feel?
So I felt I felt I got disrespected. So I reacted the way that I reacted, but it was also like in the middle of my set.
Well, maybe you was an asshole. I don't know. I'm saying if you was telling jokes and they mad at you for telling jokes, then you.
No, I wasn't an asshole. I will say that no matter what,
there is a difference between telling jokes and being a dickhead.
I'm definitely still on my side about everything.
I don't know now. I feel like you might have fucked up. The way you done
pushed J-Wall to their
it ain't
side,
that.
bro.
It's just that I've always had like, man, once you had time to sit back at it and look at a situation, if you can't look at it from everybody's perspective, then you fucking up. And it's just I'm looking at it from everybody's view. If somebody was like, oh, we don't think Ty's safe to have around no more. Hey, if that's how you felt, I'm sorry, bitch, but I'm not gonna hurt nobody because I'm scared of jail. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
Who ain't?
I'm super scared of jail.
If you want to go there, you a dumb
super scared of jail. I won't even put my hands on myself.
If you're like, yes, I will go to jail for that. I mean, it better be a goddamn good reason.
No, but a lot of people did make it seem like I was a terrifying person and that I shouldn't be allowed.
I went to a couple of bookers,
and I was like, "What do you do? Whoop a motherfucker?"
No, hell no.
Well, what the fuck are you scared of then?
He'll tell you the rest of the story off camera, Jay.
Pull the gun out.
Jay Wall.
This
Jay Wall.
motherfucker done had the
Jay Wall.
He had the glizzy on. This silly motherfucker.
I do not. Only once have I been to Kaiju. I'm just kidding.
Now we know the spot.
I'm just kidding.
We're getting there.
That's fucked up.
Oh yeah,
I got more
I'm
respect
just
for you
fucking
after
with
the
I really
story.
don't
It was
care. I'm
Kaiju.
just saying, dude. I don't know, man.
I will
My
say
thing is,
though.
I'm such a comedy nerd, and I ain't here for all the dumb shit, man. I'm just doing jokes, man.
I've
Leave me alone.
I don't
if
do
it's with
comedy.
Anything else?
I don't do comedy to start like weird death row
No,
East Coast
clicks.
beefs or shit. But
No.
I don't even think it's beef. I think it's hurt feelings off some motherfuckers that probably need to get over it. That's what it sounds like.
I do think that they need to get over it. I think that it's
I would
run its
imagine.
course, and
You
that
can't tell somebody when to get over something,
hey,
Ty.
but you know what, Lucius? The people that are upset about it, this is the crazy thing about it, is that the people that are still upset about it wasn't even there.
Damn.
Like that's the people that's still upset about it. They were mad, you know, one person specifically.
Are
The way
these females?
I declined to answer.
Well, I would just say
Are they white?
You might just
Are
have
the
to go
ones still
through
mad
it.
yeah,
white?
they white. They white.
Oh, they're
they white.
racist.
You can't identify as anything else but
They're
white.
racist, Jay Wall.
No, they're not racist.
I
Maybe.
ain't even
For
saying
Hey,
sure.
that.
actually, I think
For
all white
sure.
people are racist
For
inherently.
sure.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Actually, I've heard that a lot.
I'm just
How dare
Most
you?
every time I hear it, but people do believe this. For
So
facts,
some
they
people do really believe that.
One of my like good homies believes that to his
I've
core.
met
He's my
people
homie.
that
I
believe
don't
it.
even know how we chalk this up.
I don't think I did. I did feel like there was some racial undertones with it, because I will say part of the problem is that I am a very large Negro, but and when you make a large Negro angry and you see like, and you go from like years and years of seeing somebody just being goofy on stage to seeing a large Negro get a little bit heated.
Yeah.
I can
It
see
scares
why
the white women's and the
it
small
kind of
white
scared
men.
them a little bit. It kind of it kind of shook some sensibilities, but I'm not going to apologize just because my complexion and anger combined together is a little scarier than a light complected anger.
No, I don't believe that.
I don't think it is, honestly, man.
I don't believe that at all. Because
I ain't never seen a dark man just start shooting a whole bunch of people, you know?
Hey man, all I want to say is watch a white comic start yelling to the crowd versus a black comic, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I know.
Well, that might be a thing. In the motherfucking, I don't know, man. I don't know.
We appreciate
because my thing is I've suppressed an ungodly amount, taller than you, of sucker shit just doing this comedy, so I don't gotta be the dude that they're like, oh wait, he's not just the goofy one-handed guy that comes through here and buys shots and tells jokes.
Yeah,
I could be a whole problem if I gotta be. I ain't here for that. And like you,
and that's the problem is that I
you
went
get the moniker of the big dude. I'm as big as you, and I'm
but it's just like
I'll beat the shit out of
it's off.
if I got to,
It's off one encounter. Is that I'm saying like you get one perspective of a person for a while, and then they just in a situation where I got heated, nobody was hurt, nobody was attacked. I have to look at the camera to say that.
So what got you so heated?
What got me so heated was the fact that I was disrespected by bum ass comics that I could write circles around. That's what got me heated. Okay. And I think that whole egotistical thing in my mind kind of fucked with me for a minute, because like who am I to say somebody's a bum? I'm not doing this thing like I'm nobody.
That's what
I didn't like the way that it was handled, and I didn't like that I was cut off. Bro. I didn't like that I was cut off of basically going
that's
in.
Why they're mad at you,
because they didn't like it. That's why you can't open up a format and say, hey, come up here, do whatever you want for 5 minutes, and then we'll talk to you. And then I'm 2 minutes in to flaming that ass, and you're like, you could just leave. And then one of them did ask me if I wanted to fight, and I don't know if he was inviting me or if he just thought I was that heated that I wanted to fight. But I looked at him and I was just like, I'm not here for that. I really like, are you upset? I looked at him. I was like, are you that upset? Are you that upset that you suck at comedy, that you want to fight me about me being honest about it? And
if you would have known after that these motherfuckers would try to blackball you, would you just go ahead and smack the motherfucker for saying that?
Probably.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It ain't no, if I would have known that I'd get blackballed,
I feel like if I knew,
if I'd have known I got blackballed for it, I would have just
fight. Bam.
If I'd have known I got blackballed for it, I would have just kept talking. I'd have just talked my shit till they cut the mic off. But I wouldn't have done nothing No,
But that's
this is not
what
He
the
my
didn't really
problem
age.
is
get
with that.
blackballed. He just had to figure out another way to go get it.
And that was it. And when I thought about it, I was like, man, they kind of closed doors that I wasn't asking to be open in the first place. Like,
Yeah.
I
Louisville
remember
is,
when I started, like in the middle of the shit, it was similar to where like I wasn't really getting called for nothing, but I was around. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain mics I was like, I made the choice like just going to different mics, and that I'm like, nah, I ain't doing. That's not. Like I was talking to some older comics, they're like, yo, you gotta be picky and choosy about what mics you go to, because some of them are not conducive to comedy.
Yeah, that's true too.
I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker say. You might have a killer night,
and that's what kind of, and I think, like I said, I turned into a comedy nerd, and I got like real personal about it, where I was like, man, people really. First of all, it's a Sunday night, and we all adults here. It's 10 o'clock. Like, let's get on stage and get to Monday where we start, being adults. And it felt like some kids up there that really just wanted to play, and they don't care about comedy and actually having a good mic, where people can have a good time and the crowd want to stay, because the crowd I can promise you, no crowd want to watch comics play improv with each other all night. No crowd want to watch no rehearsal. And then if you're a comic and you're not even expecting a crowd, you just want to open mic to work some material, you don't want to be getting actively heckled by other open micers while you're trying to do it. Like, heckle me afterward, but when they started heckling people during sets and all that shit, I was like, you know what, let me go up there. And for some reason, I felt like I wanted to be like a comedy vigilante for the evening. I don't know what.
I don't think nothing's wrong with that, man. I don't think you was wrong in thinking that. Fuck it.
I don't think I was wrong in thinking it, but I think I was wrong in how the rest of it went. But like I said, nobody got hurt. Nothing was damaged. Conversations have been had with establishment owners and management. Contrary to what some people would like to believe, the people that want to continuously, I don't know, the people that want to like see me on live, and do this shit, you can kiss my ass. But I love you though.
Yeah, but I appreciate you, bro. I've been wanting to work with you. That's why I said it, and I keep asking, like, yo, so why y'all booking Ty Leach?
Yeah, nah, man.
And I just ask around, and I just want to hear it from you, man.
Yeah, no, but we can chop it up.
Yeah.
We can chop it up. I appreciate you though, because ain't nobody really most people that come at me want to tell me what they heard and what they think about me, and then ask me what side of the story. And I'm I don't even care at that point. You know what I'm saying? And once you already come to me and say, I've formed this opinion about you over what I heard, but I'm gonna give you the opportunity, I feel like you're not really giving me the opportunity.
Right. And motherfuckers are so quick to pick sides without really talking to everybody, all parties involved. Like,
and if anybody is listening and it goes anywhere, I just want you to know that I don't even have my own side in this. It's just how far past it I am. I think we should just go ahead and kumbaya that shit.
Just let the jokes.
If we can get back out here, like you said, you ain't banned from nothing, so keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, man.
But I gotta get off of here. My girlfriend's calling me.
All right, man.
Hey.
I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Ty.
Hey,
appreciate you, Jay Wall, for having me on your pod.
Absolutely, my friend.
You
got any shows? You got anything you want to plug? Any plug-a-rooskies?
Make sure you plug your murder show that I'm going to be on February 25th.
Yeah.
Guarantee, baby.
Tomorrow I'll be in New Albany doing the Eric Kimbrough show.
That's what's up.
Sunday I'll be at that Joke Off.
Yeah, y'all.
Me and you,
Ty.
Y'all have fun, man. I got invited to the Joke Off, but I'm gonna be in Cedar Rapids this weekend with my homie Tyler doing a show at the Lucky Cat.
The Lucky Cat.
Yeah.
Was it a strip club?
I hope so.
That'd be dope.
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Right,
later, man.
All right, man.
Later.
And then there was two, my friend.
Hey, here we are.
I didn't know none of this shit. That's wild.
Yeah, man.
I'm thinking we're gonna talk music, and here we are. Unraveling the life and times of Ty Leach.
It's one of those. That's just one of those things where I'm like, I always forget that I don't be out like that. and that some people ain't seen me or had a chance to talk to me in a minute.
I always wonder because the first time I mentioned, like I said, you did that chip challenge shit.
Yeah.
And then I seen on Facebook
But,
and
man,
all the shit that you won that competition.
Yeah, but I've always been like this. Like, I'll get real hot into comedy, and then there's sometimes I just need to stay at the crib a little bit.
I feel that.
Not open mic so hard.
You know where I thought it was weird though that I didn't see you going up more? I listened to Cleveland and Tim Northern's podcast.
Yeah.
And I heard that episode you was on, and they was asking you about opening for old buddy at the comedy shit.
Yeah.
And you was like, man, you gotta be there. You gotta be in the scene. You gotta be.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I heard that because I know you was in the scene.
Yeah.
Louisville scene. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I always kept that in my brain. I was like, shit, when the motherfucker said it right there, like, you always gotta be available.
And that's
be in the scene.
And that's the truth. And I'll be the first one to tell you that when I'm in it, I get opportunities.
Yeah.
But when I fall back and I just want to chill a little bit, they fall off a little bit. But it's all about navigating life and comedy at the same time.
Yeah. But I always wondered about that. And then after this story though, I was like, well, I guess.
Yeah, it did kind of that makes sense. It kind of fucked with me a little bit as far as getting out locally, but nah, man. We too close to other cities for it to stop me.
Well, at the end of the day, until motherfucking hell freezes over, or the tides rise,
until the fat lady starts singing.
We over here at BlurredMindsMedia is booking and promoting shows. We got 2 coming up, and motherfucker, if you want to, we get you on there. I didn't realize that this was a scenario, but we can remedy that real quick.
Oh man, put me on. I'm always trying to
say no more.
I'm always telling. I like to do new sets all the time, just for fun.
You know what's wild, man? I understand and I completely respect, and I argue motherfuckers with this all the time. But in my heart of hearts, man, I understand having a craft and work a set and mold it, and I completely understand everything, and I do not disagree at all. But at the same time, I do love, especially in a room full of people that I've seen, hitting them with something I know they never heard.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, I could bomb, but I love trying to fuck them up.
It builds confidence.
Even if it's like, oh, it's only the same 10 comedians every week. Yeah, it is. That's why every week I'm trying to bust them in the head with something different. You know what I mean? Because like they ain't heard it before, and I can see from them if that's something I could work in, sew together with this and that or not. But at the end of the day, it's like I love you not being able to expect what the fuck I'm about to say.
Yeah, but it definitely builds confidence being able to go up there and do whatever. Yeah, man.
It ain't even doing whatever. It's like trying to fuck them up. You know what I mean?
Oh, you actively trying.
Trying to make them laugh.
Yeah, well, yeah, I get what you mean.
Provoke this emotion. Like, but my thing is, even if you the same motherfuckers that see me around the joint every time, like to me though, it's my opportunity to entertain you, goofy motherfuckers. And if and my thing is, I ain't shitting on nobody running the same set because everybody got to work the craft different. There ain't no handbook to this shit. No. And I'm not saying that I don't work the same shit or won't. I ain't saying none of that. But if I know I've seen all these people before and I got something I've been cooking and they ain't heard it, I'm going to give it to you. Now, whether them people is an audience of a couple, a whole bunch, people that seen me before the first time, and if I feel like, yeah, this is working and this and that, I feel like at the end of the day, if I know it to be true, that's almost like low-hanging fruit. But I'm like, but if I work this in and this shit works, well, now I got multiple bangers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm putting together an album. Like to me, like I'm tracks.
I
you know what I mean?
I feel you. Yeah, I keep shit here and there, but there's so many times that I'm just like, man, I'm trying to just perfect being able to get up there and just be natural. And
that's my biggest hurdle.
That's it.
That's my biggest thing.
And the more I feel like the more me I am when I'm up there. When I'm up there, I feel like I'm trying to put on something or make something happen. I feel like that's when I fail. But when I can just go up there and
that's the trick.
Do it. And
that's the trick.
Throw shit at the wall, see what sticks.
That's the one thing
that's
the one thing I learned where I started maybe like turning the corner a little bit and shit was saying something worth fucking hearing, but B, the my comfortability. The more comfortable I am on stage, and the less nervy I am, you know what I mean, and the less fucking worried about what you think or worried about making sure I hit these notes exactly.
Yeah.
It seems like the better I do. But I had to get comfortable because I've never done no getting on stage performing on nothing my whole life, you know what I mean? So like I had to just figure out standing in front of these motherfuckers and trying to hold it together and not look like I'm in what I really am in my brain, and I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? But outward to them, I'm trying to work however the fuck this thing works. You know what I mean?
I had my computer over here on fire, man. I fucking, it wasn't literally on fire, but I spilled beer on my keyboard, and I don't know, man. It muted the stream. I tried to pull it back up, and it was doing all kinds of weird stuff. I had to unplug the keyboard and everything to get back. It's fun. Yeah. I can't have nice things, bro.
You about to burn down the crib trying to podcast.
You know.
See, this motherfucker knows.
But bro, the reason people are mad at you is strictly because you're funny. That's why they're mad at you. I think I've run into the same situation because I got John Bass. I'll name mine. I got John Bass.
Boom, just like
I got John Bass mad at me here in town. I don't even know what the fuck I did to the man. Don't even know, man.
I'll ask him, man. I'll ask him.
I mean, I know what it was that they say I did.
You know what I'm trying to master?
I'm so out of the loop, man. They could have said you got head from a chick with Down syndrome on stage, and
I'd been lying.
I'd have been like, who?
They've been lying, bro.
Could have been lying. He said.
Damn.
Hey, I'm just wondering.
Real quick,
I'm wondering.
Sobered up a little bit.
I'm wondering if anybody that's watching missed all of that.
I was hoping they did, bro, but I'm glad you brought them right back in.
My bad, y'all.
I'm glad you brought them back to their senses.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I got problems with the dude. I don't even know why I've got problems with him, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. You know what? I think I'm at the point now where I kind of know who doesn't like me, and I kind of don't know, and I still don't care because I still like you. Because I do a lot of mushrooms, and that's every time I do mushrooms, that's what I see is that for some reason, as much as I feel antisocial and I don't like people, I feel like every time I do mushrooms, I realize how important other people are to this whole experience, whether they suck or not.
That's why I like mushrooms too. They ground me, I feel like.
Yeah, man.
That's how I know I'm fucked in the head.
Yeah.
I eat mushrooms and I get selfish with the mushrooms. I'm like, fuck all you other humans. I want to eat this whole bag.
Maybe that means
I'm going to La La Land without you.
You're too kind in real life.
That's what it is.
The mushrooms are trying to tell you need to be more selfish.
I think that's
what it is.
Is it?
It might be.
Next time somebody's like, hey, who ate all them shrooms? I'm like, well, the mushrooms told me that they were for me, not you. I feel like this means I saved you from some bullshit later down the road.
That's true. I do feel like I've saved people when I take all the mushrooms and they don't get it.
I know I've saved people.
I saved you from something.
Yeah. That's facts.
We don't share. We're not sharing. I'm just kidding.
That's facts. That's facts.
I had a homie bring me when the vapor first came out, first hit the scene.
Yeah.
The ones where you like the little gas station joints where you twist it on the motherfucking battery, you know what I mean? Kind of like the weed joints now, I guess. But he brought it over to me. It's like $35. And I was like, what? He said, I'm saving your life from getting you off cigarettes. $35. I was like, you came over here and charged me to save my life? You're not a friend at all. I bought the motherfucker because he sold me on it. He's like, yeah, dog, you quit smoking, man. You get all the nicotine, tastes like menthol.
Typical American.
And then I fucking, first time
sold the dream.
I was like, this ain't what the fuck.
Sold the dream.
Batteries, and what's the thing? The coil?
Oh, yeah.
Your coil burned up in the middle of the night. You're back, and then you're sitting there looking dumb, like, "Oh, what am I gonna do?" Like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to the gas station that's open 24 hours a day, and I'm getting a pack of fucking cigarette. Fuck his goddamn.
There's some high school kids smoking a Juul that don't even know nothing about all that. What you talking about right now?
Now they still like everybody I know now smoke vape smoking from the
that shit's station. That shit's like 8-track smoking to them. No.
I met some goofy motherfuckers that started smoking cigarettes to get off vape. I said, "You the most ass backwards motherfucker."
Man, I haven't seen some shit now. Young people are weird now. They be drinking White Claws to clear up their early alcoholism. Like, I've been drinking vodka since I was 14. I'm just drinking these White Claws trying to wean myself off of it.
I've been like when I grew up and we was bragging about drinking Zima. Like, who the fuck? You know, like, you keep that to yourself.
Zima, dog.
You probably stole that from your lesbian auntie or some shit. You know, back in the day. You know what I mean? Like some shit like that. You know?
I'll take a Zima right now.
Oh, fuck that.
I drink it now just because I wouldn't give a fuck to say. But like back then, like if you didn't have like some motherfucking dumb shit and like right 211 steel reserves, these
Fucking,
motherfuckers special brew.
What's that one shit? Mad Dog 2020.
I can't even think about drinking one of them motherfuckers now, but we used to worm out.
I've been thinking about doing an Edward 40 hands for my 30th birthday, just bringing it back one time.
Edward 40 hands?
Yeah, man.
What is that?
That's when you tape 240s to your hands.
Yeah.
And you got to complete them if you want your hands ever free again.
Oh, that's light work.
Yeah, I know. I'm an alcoholic. I want to make my young self proud because he made it out, and I want to, just be like, hey, we can still do this.
I guess nobody wanted to play with me because they're like, well, we can't really ask.
Yeah, they just spending money on beer at that point, Jay Wall.
There's only two.
That's when I'm the best at rapping is after 240s.
For real?
Yeah.
You're a rapper too?
240s, we can put on an instrumental.
And you're gonna go hard in the paint?
I go for weeks.
I tried rapping a couple times and I realized I was fucking whack. So I'm good on it.
I probably couldn't sit down and like write a song or no shit like that, but
I know some bad motherfuckers. My guy right there.
I got some decent freestyle punchlines, but I think that's just the comedy shit that comes out.
Freestyle punchlines.
You just be freestyling. You have a good little punch on something. I think that's just the comedy brain.
I think every now and then I've hit the right amount of buzz and the right track, and I've wrote a couple decent little like flurries of freestyles in my day, but nothing I would really go home and brag about.
I toured for 5 years with hip hop.
Huh?
I toured for 5 years with hip hop.
Yeah, tell us about that a little bit, my friend.
We started
on this path.
We started in Lexington, did a few shows in Louisville. I met some dudes out of town, hooked me up with some other venues, and for 3 years we toured up and down, man, Louisiana to New York, bro.
Well, you making some bread?
Had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, we was getting paid for venues, but I mean, it was like, you know what I mean? 100 people, dude, and you're driving a lot. That pays for hotels and food, and you're just moving. It wasn't. We lost money more than made money with it, but
that's usually how it works.
It was a good time, man. It was a good time. I performed with some big people, man. We performed with Cypress Hill and Riverfront.
Oh, dope.
With Cypress Hill, I've like middle tier rappers.
No, I might have to get out of here in a minute.
Oh,
middle tier rappers we performed with.
Middle tier.
Oh, the Haystacks, Ritz's, Know the Products, Jeremy Benton, people like that.
Yeah, man. My homie Dusty Carter, he's about to open for old Haystack.
I saw
Haystack I've opened for him. He was awful.
Was he awful?
He stood on stage and drank a beer while his track played behind him, bro. We blew him off stage.
Man, I saw Haystack. I think it was.
What up?
I think it was a few years. It was probably like almost 10 years ago. Before Jelly Roll, took that full country route.
Yeah. It was there in Louisville where I opened for him. It was a place called the fucking Office Lounge or some shit, dog.
Oh, word, yeah. No, I saw Haystack, Jelly Roll, and Juicy J at the Rustic Frog.
Jelly Roll's amazing.
Good old Rustic Frog.
Yeah,
the Rustic Frog. I went there once, man, and this chick was like, I gave her $1 on the stage, just being nice to my homies. And she wrapped her legs around the back of my neck and put my face in her snatch, but it smelled like hot garbage. And I took the money back and I went to the bar and spent it on a beer. And I never went back to the stage.
Nah, I'm glad you took your money back. You need to take a stand. We need to let these young ladies know.
I just took my money. I was like,
I'm good.
Bring the freshness to work.
That's like a hair.
Are we taking that money back?
You know what I mean? It's like a hair in your enchiladas, ladies. If you're in the act of putting your snatch in a dude's face, I would imagine you should make sure.
Smells good. Yeah.
That's like wearing work boots.
I don't know, man.
It's just like procedure.
There's
a hard hat.
While it didn't work for you, there was a dude in the club who
that would have loved
specifically left his house looking for something that smelled different.
Yeah.
Well, you got the wrong one that night.
Yeah, that's her problem, and that was where she fucked up.
I was sitting by my homies. They were sitting there spinning the bread, and fucking I was like, all right, here's $1, whatever. And then this just happened to me, and I was like,
No, man.
You should have been more
Respectful.
She must have been new to the game because a professional would have done a tease tester. And that's where you it's where you kind of
give him a whiff
and just kind of hit him.
Yeah, she just
hit him
give him
with
a
it.
little.
Hit him with
little
the
walk
walk.
by.
And if he's into it, then
like the bitches at the mall spraying the cologne.
Exactly the same way. Exactly. But she come down off the pole and
The pole just
spritz that comes out.
And then
just give you just give you a little spray.
It just fills the room aromatically
and that's where you decide if that's the musk of the night. Right?
That's
Yeah,
where
so
you
the
know whether
people-
you should walk away or not.
So yeah, pay attention next time you're in the strip club. The people that start tipping after this particular move happens are the ones that
You gotta watch
that
them motherfuckers.
prefer her pungence.
You gotta watch those type of motherfuckers the way I take it.
With that, I think that's a goddamn good place to close it out, man. Big D, Chris, you got anything you're promoting? Anything you want to let the people know about before we go?
I can't announce the venue still yet, but we're definitely having a mic after Comedy Off Broadway's open mic every month.
Yeah.
Now a second mic. Yeah, we need 2 mics on the same night in Lexington because, like, why come out from out of town if you ain't got 2 mics to hit? Why do it? They're fucking up by not doing that. I mean, like when I come to Louisville, I make sure I can hit 2 mics. So second mic, it'll be run right because I'm running it. So
the only way to get some shit you ain't got is to
run right.
Yeah. I got kind of cock blocked out of a mic here recently for my issues with a dude. So I just decided, you know what?
Man.
We ain't got no scene anyway.
The way I see it, if you get cock blocked, you just keep drilling at it until there's a new hole.
Yep. Find a new hole to put it in. That's the thing.
Well, there's always one way to skin that cat.
Don't take any of my advice from this evening.
But that'll be the second Tuesday of next month, man. Great venue for it. I got a great venue.
You got anything you promote, man? Anything you want to let the people know about?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, man.
Let them know it's about to be a resurgence out this bitch.
I'm on my way back. You just wait and see.
There it is. That's all you need to know. With that, Big Dumb Chris, I'll holler at you, my friend. We
Be cool, brother.
Later.